Here we are in Miami for the final race of the Truck Series season. Tonight, we decide a champion. It's come down to 4 drivers. Those 4 are Johnny Silverhand, Freddie Fazbear, Grug Crude, and Samus Aran. Many drivers throughout this season have done well. I'm struggling to say. Anyway, as I'm trying to say, these 4, they're the best of the best. Dio Brando, even though he's was top of the leaderboard throughout the entire season, he is not here to compete for a championship because he sucked during the round of 8. So, you see Johnny, I don't know what happened to him. He just went to the pits and left. I think that might be Grug as well, coming down the pit lane. No. Yes? Yeah. There's Grug. Anyway. Now, whoever finishes higher of those 4, these 4, they will be your champion. Doesn't matter where they finish, as long as they're ahead of the other 4, then that's it. But that's not the only thing happening today. We also have the battle for who will make the Cup Series next season. And right now, the 10 that are going to make it are Johnny Silverhand. Well, obviously it's going to be the 4, one of the 4 in the championship. Maybe. But one of the 4 is going to make it because they're the champions. So, but right now it's Johnny Silverhand, Dio Brando, Freddie Fazbear, Grug Crude, Gru, Toad, Samus Aran, SpongeBob SquarePants, Mr. Clean, and Walter White. Those are the current 10 drivers that are in the championship, or in the hunt to make the top 10 and advance to the Cup Series next season. Currently behind them is Shaggy Rogers in 11th, Mike Wazowski in 12th, and then a little further back is Draco Malfunction in 13th, Skips in 14th, and Bowser Koopa in 15th. We could start heading down even further, but I don't see it happening with those guys. Yeah. Oh, we got problems somewhere? Oh, it's just Bowser in the wall. Okay. Well. Yeah. So, it's all come down to this. One final race in the sunset down in Miami. I tried my best, and I couldn't do it. I was trying to redesign the front straightaway here to get all the Cup Series logos and everything and the Truck Series and all my logos to be on that front straightaway. But I couldn't figure out how the fuck the NR 2003 sandbox works. It doesn't make sense. It's so complicated. I couldn't convert my PNGs to MIP files, or I guess I could. But then it was just too complicated for me to get done, and I already wasted like 2 hours trying to figure it out. I don't want to deal with it. Maybe next season. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and get right into the starting lineup here. All right.
Drivers, to your cars.
All right. And for the final time this season, on the pole today is going to be Johnny Silverhand, one of our championship contenders, with Skips on the outside. Row 2 is Leon Kennedy and Tracer. Row 3, Toad and Pepsi Man. Row 4, Freddie Fazbear, another championship contender, and Sayori Fujioka. Row 5, Tony Stark and Jetstream Sam. Row 6, Shaggy Rogers and Dio Brando. Row 7, Zelda Hyrule and SpongeBob SquarePants. Row 8, Gru and our third championship contender, Samus Aran. Row 9, Tifa Lockhart and Mr. Clean. Row 10, Aerith Gainsborough and Draco Malfunction. Row 11, Goku and our final championship contender, Grug Crude. Row 12, Adam Flayman and Natsuki Muramoto. Row 13, Bowser Koopa and Curious George. Row 14, Luke Skywalker and Eric Cartman. Row 15, Wario and Mike Wazowski. And then rounding out the field is Walter White and Harry Pooper. We have a grand total of 54 laps today. Halfway bonus is going to be on lap 27. And yeah, so obviously before we've it's our final mile and a half of the season. Obviously it's also the final race, but the only drivers to have won on mile and a half this season is Tifa Lockhart with 2 mile-and-a-half victories. And who won at Vegas? I don't remember. Scrolling over to Vegas. Who won at Las Vegas? Draco Malfunction in the 4. They happen to be on the exact same row. That's no, they're not. It looked like it. No, they're a little apart. Yeah. So at the end of the race, we will go through the entire list of our championship standings, as we've done every season, starting from the bottom and going up. In the Cup Series last season, we saw a hectic wreck-filled race. I'm not sure if we'll see the same for the Truck Series. Who knows? The Cup Series in Season 1 was actually a very simple, easy race. That's just because it was a different type of track. We had a different Miami. This is obviously the high bank track. Back then we had a it was more flat around each of the corners. I mean, it's not super tall banks here, but it's got the progressive banking. Why am I back here? Help! It's banked. It's a higher bank at the top and lower at the bottom. You hear the helicopter and see the blimp going by overhead. So, yeah. Let's, I don't know what else to talk about other than, Well, there is one thing I can bring up. With our new Cup Series driver, Dante, obviously he's not going to be in the Cup Series for much longer, because he's too low in the points, but he'll be in the Shipbox Series next season. And we got some help with him and Professor Egad, who was Luigi's crew chief. We worked with them, and we have opened a portal straight to hell. And with that, we now are able to introduce a new series for next season. It'll be a short season for the third series. 10 races total. It is the JORKIN Ghoul series, which is what that green was in the championship when I was showing the points last week. That's what the green stood for. And
drivers, start your engines.
Okay, he was very unconfident with that. Anyway, the field begins to roll. Back to what I was saying. The Ghoul series. All of our drivers who have since deceased. Obviously, every single one of them went to hell. And we're going to give them all another shot. thanks to Dante and EGAD, we have brought them all race cars. And starting next season, we're going to send all 20 of them, because 20 people have died, for a 10 race series. And if any of them, I think whoever wins the championship will get a second shot at life. So that's cool. Anyway, so we make our way into turns 3 and 4. It'll be Johnny Silverhand in that 99 truck looking for the championship. With Skips on the outside. Johnny, of course, raced in Season 1 of the Cup Series. Didn't finish it out. Or finished it out, but wasn't able to stay for the next season. He's looking to go back. Green flag is in the air. We're racing in Miami. Lap 1 complete, and Johnny Silverhand gets out to a lead. We got Skips and Tracer on that outside line trying to get by the 30. Side by side, down the back straightaway. They're actually closing in on Johnny. He had a pretty bad corner there. Maybe they'll both send it 3 wide here. Not looking like they will. Look at Toad. Where did he come from? Here comes Skips on the bottom. Well, Leon gets in the wall up top. Sayori's going to run to the back bumper of him. Absolute chaos down this front straightaway now. They're 4 wide in places. Johnny still out front. You see Freddie Fazbear here. He's kind of dropping back in the outside line. Not running too good off the start. And then obviously further back you've got Samus Aran and Grug Krug running together. We'll see if they can gain any ground at all throughout the race. Grug was, I think, 10th in practice, so we'll see if he can move forward at all. They're actually already... Oh, trouble! Oh, big hit there. Zelda Hyrule Pepsi Man. Oh, more crashes. Oh, someone's upside down. Who is that? Oh, Zelda. Zelda Hyrule upside down. Big impacts here. Pepsi Man and his probably his final race destroyed. Walter White still getting turned by Goku. Walter's one of those guys right there at on that cut line to make the Cup Series. Eric Cartman involved, Bowser Koopa, Curious George down in the grass. A lot of stuff happening here. Up at the front. I think Toad leads them back to the line. As they begin to get single file to get behind the pace car. Or pace truck, I apologize. Let's go take a look at what happened. Coming off of turn 4 here, you see Shaggy running the wall, getting into it there, and Zelda's going to slide up, thinking she's clear, not clear. Is going to get herself turned into the outside wall, squeezing Shaggy. And then here comes, I think it's Pepsi Man who's going to run into the back of that 7-car truck first. Sorry. Dio Brando's going to get hooked right there. Didn't see that the first time. Pepsi Man obviously last in points of the drivers remaining, besides Adam. Then Natsuki piles in, Curious George, Harry Pooper right there. And that's going to flip the 7 truck over. Upside down on her roof, sliding down the front straightaway. Obviously, this isn't the only thing that happened, because we saw Dio get turned up ahead I'm not sure what he collected up there. Taking a look here from turn 1. There's the 7 getting turned. And then here comes all the... Oh, big hit from Tifa Lockhart right there. Oh, there goes the 7. Eric Cartman getting involved right there. Just heavy impacts all around. Hopping on board the 9 truck of Tifa Lockhart. They make their way off of turn 4. Oh, right there, and oof. Sayori just barely got clipped by the 7, and right down into Tifa. On board Harry Pooper. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is with the 10 of Natsuki. Didn't even try to avoid. I don't know what that was. Then we'll ride with Shaggy here. Oh, wow. That was, looked like he was going to get clear of the 7, and then all of a sudden she's rocketing back in front of him. One last look here. Oh, man. Just big impacts for a lot of... Ugh. We'll be back at the restart. Back here in Miami. We're going to go green on lap number 9. Pace trucks in. It's going to be Toad and Tony Stark on the front row. Green flag back in the air. Diving off down towards turn 1. Toad gets a big jump there. And is going to be able to clear everybody else. As Johnny remains our championship leader for the time being. They're in 5th place, I think. Freddy Fazbear's up next. Then you got Samus Aran right there with them. Samus is going to... Oh, we got trouble. Tony Stark's in the wall. Not sure what the hell that was about. We remain green. Freddy Fazbear drops back to 3rd in the championship. Skips is out front by a long shot. Oh, he's going to get swallowed up very quickly there. And then Grug's still our 4th guy. Coming back to turn number 3. Side by side for the race lead. Look at Johnny. He's looking to try and get that lead back. Oh, and Toad gonna get in the wall right there. We good. Skip's still out front. I think Freddy's dropping back to that 4th position now. I think Grug's trying to pass him here. Yep. Grug's going to get by on the outside. Freddy back to 4th. He was so good during the round of 8. Finishing 2nd in the first 2 races. And then ended up finishing, I think, within the top 5 in that last race. Might have finished 5th. Just a great round for the 16. But now he's not doing too hot as Grug checks up big time. That's going to allow Freddy to get back up to 3rd in the standings. Or at least for this race. Actually, Johnny's dropping back 2. Well, how about Tracer in that 46 truck? She's had a mediocre, maybe even just bad season. And now she's running up here in the 2nd position, trying to look for a win. With just 1 race to go. She knows that she isn't set in stone for next season. Have to rely on those votes in order to have a shot. She's going to take the lead. We're on to lap 13. Was that the caution? No, it wasn't. Samus still in 2nd. Freddy's in 3rd. Grug Crude 4th. Looking at the championship. How about Wario? Started out back, making his way up to about the 14th position. We've only got 26 or 25 cars left in the race. 25 trucks left in the race. I'll never have to worry about saying trucks again after this race. But yeah, 25 trucks left in the race. One of them's a lap down. I think that's the... Who was that? That was the 38, Sayori. Everybody else on the lead lap. Where am I going? Skip's kind of pulling out to a lead here. Leon Kennedy, Tracer, and SpongeBob, second, third, and fourth. Then you have a Toad up to fifth, and then you have our first championship contender. Look at Samus Aran in that 98 truck. Here she comes. Closing in on the back of the 99. She's got Aerith Gainsborough and Jetstream Sam in the way for the moment. But Johnny might have some actual competition, as Freddy Fazbear is also not that far behind. The only one missing now is Grug in the 3. Up front it Skips, and Leon's trying to close in, but he's going to get in the wall right there. Tracer as well. She's going to lose a couple spots doing that. Luke Skywalker, he's there in the 8th position. Also trying to come out with a good day. He's actually in contention to maybe make the top 20. Because remember, 11th through 20th is going to stay or remain in the Shipbox series for next season. So that'd be good for Luke. Look at Samus making a move up the middle there with Aerith Gainsborough. And Wario. Now she dives to the bottom. Will she be able to get by the 99? No. Johnny's going to use the run using the high line and stay in front. At least for the time being. Skip's still way out front. Freddy Fazbear still closing in on these guys. There's Grug. Grug currently the furthest one back. He can see his competitors up ahead, but just can't quite get there yet. Is that Mike Wazowski up ahead, diving really low? I think so. Yeah, it is. Mike in the 1 truck. Obviously did dog shit in his Cup Series debut season. Came down here, won a race, and then it's done mediocre since. But, Johnny still leading the group. Here comes Samus and Freddy. They're all right there. Grug further back. Look, it Skips. This 30 truck. He's actually in contention to potentially point his way into the top 10. If he does that, he'll be back in the Cup Series. Which would piss Andrew off. Maybe. Every time they go by the start-finish line there, I think the caution's out just because of the angle of the camera, but it's not. On board with Samus here. Looks like she's got a little bit of damage on the nose. She tries to run down the 99 truck. He makes a big daring move on the outside there of Tracer. Kind of just swooped up there and took that outside line. Freddy Fazbear's up there too on that outer line. Samus the only one in this group running the bottom. Not gonna help her. Grug Crude just really not having the day he needs. Fastest lap on track belongs to Tony Stark in the 12 with a 36.8. Everyone else behind him has a 37.1. I don't know. That must have happened when he came up to the front earlier in the race. Then he hit the wall and I think spun out a little bit. Somehow no caution for it, but he's back here. Must not have been that bad if there was no caution. Well, currently the battle for the championship is for second here. Because Samus and Freddy, they've been kind of going at it for a while. No one's been able to pass the 99 yet. Well, I mean, people have, but none of our championship contenders. And Grug just hasn't been able to move forward at all. I mean, he passed Freddy once, and that was it. We're on the back straightaway now. There goes Freddy to the outside. He's going to get the second spot over Samus and use the run on the high side to get around Tracer too. Samus going to go low to try and get by that 46. I don't know if she's got enough speed down there. No, she doesn't. Very little speed on the bottom. Oh, maybe she will. Yep, Samus says clear the 46 finally. Up front. It still skips out front. Toad's in second. Looking for win number 4 on this season. Toad is looking to become the first driver in NITECAR history to get 4 victories in one season. Be very impressive from that 42 truck. We'll have to see. Look at Aerith. Take a look at what she did, running the wall, and she's going to pass some people doing it. And look at that. Freddy Fazbear is catching up to the 99 truck. Oh, right to the back of him. Goes up top. Oh, checks up. As Johnny tries to weave his way through, he knows he has to stay in front of that 16. Freddy's going to follow him down low. To head off into 1 and 2 again. Oh, big checkup from the 16 right there. Down the back straightaway once again. It's Johnny Silverhand still maintaining the championship lead. Freddy's closing in right to the back bumper. Going low. Can he get by? They're side by side. And Freddy's finally going to get by. Johnny loses the lead. Freddy Fazbear is your new championship leader. As Samus continues to lose positions, falling back towards where Grug's at. Up front, however, this is the battle for the halfway bonus. Skips and Toad. Oh, here comes Toad around the top. Tried to get a run. Isn't going to get it. Maybe he'll close in right here. Big run off the corner. Down to the line. Skips will lead the halfway bonus. Get those 5 extra points. But Toad's going to take the lead heading off into turn 1. Let's go ahead and run through your field. Toad's in the lead. Skips is in second. SpongeBob in third, Luke Skywalker fourth. 5th place is going to go to Leon Kennedy. Freddy Fazbear's in 6th. Johnny Silverhand in 7th. 8th place is Jetstream Sam. Aerith Gainsborough's in 9th. Mike Wazowski 10th. 11th is Wario. 12th is Luke Skywalker. Tracer's in 13th. 14th is Samus. 15th is Gru. 16th is Grug. 17th Bowser, 18th Walter White, 19th is Mr. Clean, 20th Tony Stark, 21st is Goku, 22nd Shaggy Rogers, 23rd Eric Cartman, 24th Adam Flamin, And Sayori Fujioka's 25th, 1 lap down. So we're over halfway through this race already. We've had one major incident and then nothing since. And it's really just come down to these two. Here comes Johnny, and he's going to take the lead of the championship back. So we enter lap 30. And he's going to try and pass that 99 truck too. Look at him on the bottom. Side by side once again. Freddie on the outside. Nope. Johnny's going to get a big run out of the corner. Now we'll see if Freddie can run him down again. Look at the battle for the lead up ahead. You can see Skip's taking the lead back. Oh, big checkup from the 16. That's not what he wanted to see. Johnny begins to cruise away again. Oh, Freddie's dropping like a rock now. I'm not sure what happened to the 16. This Grug Crude's actually up to 3rd in the championship. Samus is dropping back. We'll see if that 3 truck maybe has some speed to it now late in the race. Maybe he's better on the longer run. So you see Draco and Aerith in the wall. Here comes Grug in the 3. Grug Crude currently in 12th, making his way up to 11th. Oh, and the caution is out. We have a caution on the speedway. Eric Cartman is around in the middle of turns 3 and 4. So Skips is going to lead him back to the caution. This will equal out our playing field. And we might have ourselves a better championship battle than what we've got right now. Or we might get another wreck. Who knows? Skips leads them back. Toad is in 2nd. Luke Skywalker 3rd. Leon Kennedy in 4th. Johnny Silverhand in 5th. Let's go take a look at what happened to Eric. This is in the middle of turns 3 and 4. You see Adam Flayman sliding up the track. He's going to get into the left rear quarter panel of Eric Cartman. The two get together, hit the wall, and then as Adam overcorrects the car, right back up into Eric. Both of them are going to spin out. Adam's going to be able to get it back going. Yeah. Eric's going to spin down the track. Almost hit Sayori right there. That could have been bad. But, both of them get it back moving. And, we'll be back with the restart. Back in Miami. Current location of all our playoff guys are in 5th, 9th, 12th, and 17th. Samus being the farthest back of those. But we're going to go green with just under 20 laps to go. Pace truck is in. And here we go. Green flag back in the air. Skips and Toad leading them back. Heading off towards turn 1 once again. Sayori got the lucky dog back on the lead lap. And Skips is going to pull away entering turn number 1. Inside line prevailing here through the middle of the corner. Wrong camera. They head off down the back straightaway into turn 3. Look at Johnny Silverhand making it 3 wide on the bottom. Oh, look out back here. We got trouble all over the place. They're 3, 4 wide. Grug is dropping like a rock on the restart. Not sure what happened to that 3 truck, but he's all the way behind Samus now. Outside line not working too great for the guys on the restart here, as all the rubber got picked up under caution. But they'll start laying it back in slowly here. And we'll see if anyone can make some moves to try and get by that 99 truck. Look at them 3 wide. Oh, Eric. Oh, a little bit of contact there with the 99. Johnny's going to keep it off the wall heading out of the corner. That could have been something. If Eric Gainsborough screwed Johnny Silverhand out of a championship, I don't think the 99 would be very happy with her at all. They make their way down the back straightaway. Kind of top 10 breakaway here from the rest of the field. And Johnny's currently our only championship contender in it. Look at this battle for the lead. Skips and SpongeBob and Luke Skywalker were going 3 wide right there. On to lap 40. SpongeBob's going to take the lead into the middle of turns 1 and 2. Oh, look at Jetstream Sam ripping the wall up here. As the rest of the field starts to close in. Can anybody run down the 99? Freddy's been the only one to pass him so far today. We only have 15 laps to go. Obviously, Freddy didn't have the greatest of restarts there. As you see Grug passing Samus. But up ahead. Let's see. He's got to pass the 25, which he's working on. The 4 truck, the 46. Caution is back out. We have another caution on the track. It's Eric Cartman. All right. And it looks like Adam Flayman. All right, so these two are having a bit of beef on track. That's good. SpongeBob's gonna lead him back to the line. Skips is in second. Luke's in third. Leon Kennedy, and then Johnny Silverhand. Still in the top 5. As Freddy is actually back to 15th. We've got 10 trucks between them. Grug Crude is in 19th, and Samus Aran's all the way back to 21st. Not looking good for those other 3. So little time left in the race. But anything can happen on these restarts. Let's go take a look at what happened. Okay, so we're watching Eric Cartman here. He's by himself, actually. He's going to slam it off into the corner, run to the back of Bowser, and spin himself out. And then, Shaggy's going to squeak by. Sayori makes it fine. And then here comes Adam. Oh, he's also going to make it by. I thought it looked like he might have gotten involved with how far behind he was, but I guess not. So Eric is just going to spin out by himself by running into the back of someone. We'll be back with the restart. Alright, back here in Miami. There's currently 10 laps to go, so we're going to go green with 9 to go. 9 laps to decide a champion. Johnny Silverhand is currently your point... Not only your championship leader, but also your points leader. The only person who is ahead of him, or, well, he's not ahead of him anymore after last race, but Dio is his only competitor for that points lead. So maybe Johnny Silverhand will be a deserving champion. I'm not saying the playoff system's bad. I'm not. Wink. Anyway, yeah, 9 laps to decide a champion. All of our guys have a long way to go, but we're all restarting on the bottom. We'll see if any of them can climb up there. Pace truck is in for SpongeBob SquarePants and Skips in the 30. Out of turn number 4 into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Skips is going to lead him get back to the line first. Outside line prevailing. But all is heading into this corner here. It looks like the inside line's going to take off, but no, both lanes do pretty well here. Johnny's going to get checked up big time there. We'll see. Oh, why am I looking at them? How will that affect the 99? Down the back straightaway. Ooh, big checkup from Johnny right there. Look at Freddie. Watch that 16 truck there, 4 wide. Oh, Freddie had the checkup in the middle there too. I don't think any of them are going to catch this 99 with just 8 laps to go. Oh, big run for the 99 now. Up front, it's SpongeBob in the 84. Skips is in second. Leon in third. This is your battle for the win. Johnny Silverhand is the current championship leader. The big checkup there. Oh, huge checkup. There they are. There's your championship hunt. Samus Aran has passed both of them. She's up to the second spot now. And she can see that 99. But can she catch him? If Johnny checks up again, look at Samus. Huge run on the bottom. She's right there. Can she get to the 99 truck? There they are, all 3 of them together. At least, kind of. Grug's back there as well. All 4 of them within frame. But can any of them get to the 99? Look at Walter. Oh, contact Toad with the back of Jetstream Sam. Don't want to caution. It's getting close, but Johnny had a huge run off the corner there. That's going to allow the 99 to get clear. 6 to go. Johnny clear of the group. Now can he get away from them all? The longer this green flag run goes on, the more stretched out they're going to get. Johnny's pretty set and clear. What can Samus do? She goes way low. Not going to have a good run there, but Johnny checked up big time. So did Toad. Look at that. Here comes Samus in the 98. Trying to close in on that 99 truck. 5 laps to go here in Miami. Up front, the battle for the lead. Skips is your current leader. SpongeBob is in second. Johnny still out front. Samus right there with him. Make it 4 laps to go now. For the 30 truck. Grug Crude was never in contention all day. It doesn't look like he's going to get it done with the amount of time left. The only thing he can hope for is a caution. As Johnny begins to pull away from the 98. The only thing Johnny can't do is check up. Because the checkups are what allow that 98 truck to close in. And here she comes. 3 laps to go. Here comes Samus. Gonna get to the back bumper. But what can she do with it? They both check up. Samus unable to get around the 99 that time by. They go down the back straightaway with only 3 laps remaining. What can they do? Into turn 3. Johnny up top. Samus in the middle. Here she comes. Side by side. That's the wrong button. Johnny Silverhand has lost the championship lead with just 2 laps to go now. Can he get her back? Now Walter's going to get by. This is devastating for the 99 truck. Up front, it's SpongeBob SquarePants looking for win number 3, I think, on the season. Off of turn number 4. He's going to see the white flag. 1 lap to go here in Miami. Off into turn number 1. SpongeBob by himself. Skips is in second. Luke Skywalker in third, battling Leon Kennedy. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turns 3 and 4. SpongeBob SquarePants out of turn 4. He's gonna see the checkered flag, and he's gonna win in Miami. Second place goes to Skips. Third is Luke Skywalker. Fourth, Leon Kennedy. And then who cares about the rest? Let's see what our championship. It's going to go to Samus Aran in the 98 truck. Samus wins the championship. Freddy Fazbear's going to come home the second. Johnny Silverhand third. And look at that Grug Crude. All 4 of them lined up together. With just Jetstream Sam kind of in the middle there. And Wario. But, of course, we looked away from the championship to focus on who's going to win the race. But let's go see how those last couple laps went. Alright, so this is 2 to go, coming to the white flag. There's, or maybe, nope, yeah, white flag right there. There's Johnny Silverhand trying to close in on the 98. Look at Freddy in the 16 there. On the bottom's going to clear the 99 and almost get up to the 98. As they make their way down the back straightaway. Grug came so close, but just really was never in contention into the final corner. Samus had a great corner. Got in the wall right there, but her only competitor, Freddy, also hit the wall. And that was it. Freddy's last-ditch effort is going to end with Samus getting away and winning the JORKIN Truck Series Championship. So congratulations to SpongeBob for his victory. And we'll go ahead and add these points up. That way, you'll know who advanced to the Cup Series for next season. Alright, we'll go ahead and get into your points in just a little bit. But first things first, I just want to give a quick look at your final results of the race. Just a quick scrolling here. I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not looking at it and I can't talk about it. But I would like to thank everybody for watching as we close another season of NITECAR. Well, technically we still have the Cup race tomorrow, but we close the Truck Series season, the first second class series of NITECAR. Immediately getting shut down. We can't afford these trucks anymore. We're selling them all on eBay for about $5. That way we can afford our ship boxes. And yeah. So that'll be great. Let's go ahead and get into your points for the season. Alright, and in 36th place, it's going to be Sid Highwind with 130 points. In 35th place, it's Joe Biden with 238 points. In 34th, it's Kyle Bravlowski with 270 points. In 33rd, it's Adam Flayman with 464 points. In 32nd, it's Barry B. Benson with 2,001 points. In 31st, it's Pepsi Man in the O2 with 2,263 points. In 30th, it's Tracer with 2,367 points. In 29th, it's Goku with 2,438 points. In 28th, it's Eric Cartman with 2,458 points. In 27th, it's Sayori Fujioka with 2,476 points. In 26th, it's Curious George with 2,478 points. In 25th, it's Zelda Hyrule with 2,481 points. In 24th, it's Luke Skywalker with 2,512 points. In 23rd, it's Tifa Lockhart with 2,528 points. In 22nd, it's Harry Pooper with 2,532 points. And in 21st, it's going to be Wario with 2,533 points. So all those guys I just listed, besides Sid, because he's a cup guy, they're going to have to rely on the fan vote. Which, by fan vote, I mean my friends. Because I'm recording this in the past. A long time ago. Anyway. In 20th, it's Natsuki Muramoto with 2,534 points, which means Wario missed out on the top 20 by 1 point. In 19th place, it's Aerith Gainsborough with 2,538 points. In 18th place, it's Tony Stark with 2,571 points. 17th is going to go to Jetstream Sam with 2,633 points. In 16th place is Bowser Koopa with 2,666 points. In 15th place is Draco Malfunction with also 2,666 points. The only reason why he's ahead of Bowser is because he has a win. 14th place is going to go to Leon Kennedy in the 22 with 2,676 points. He came from very far back in the standings to get a 14th, and that's pretty good. In 13th place is going to be Mike Wazowski in the 1 with 2,696 points. In 12th place is going to be Shaggy Rogers with 2,703 points. And in 11th place, it's going to be Skips in the 30 with 2,721 points. So those last 10 I just listed are going to be put to the Shitbox series next season. Skips ran a good day today, but it wasn't going to be enough. Starting off your top 10, the first driver who's going to make his way into the Cup Series is Mr. Clean in the 32 with 2,728 points. He was only 7 points ahead of Skips. 9th place is going to go to Walter White with 2,751 points. Gru in the number 18 is going to be in 8th with 2,779 points. 7th place is going to go to Toad in the 42 with 2,793 points. SpongeBob SquarePants is going to finish in 6th with 2,826 points. Getting into your top 5, it's Grug Crude in the 3 with 2,881 points. 4th place is going to go to Freddy Fazbear in the 16 with 2,967 points. Dio Brando is in 3rd with 3,054 points. Johnny Silverhand's going to be 2nd with 3,108 points. And then there's your champion, Samus Aran in the 98. While she only has 2,796 points, she will, as I've said before, originally she was going to get bumped up to the next highest 100 points. That would put her at 3,200. Instead, we're just going to do it to the next highest 10 to make it seem less drastic. So, Samus Aran's going to end the season with 3,110 points as your champion. And then she won't have a provisional for the Cup Series next season. However, if she were to do bad enough to not make the Cup Series or the Shipbox Series in Season 4. She will have a provisional in the Shipbox Series. She won't have a provisional for the Cup Series, though. But, congratulations to Samus Aran. Here is the NITECAR JORKIN Truck Series trophy. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Cup Series Championship.